Hi boys and girls, and welcome back to another one of our daily math lessons. What I'll need you to do today is to make sure you have your whiteboard, make sure you have your marker, and your eraser so that we can work on some word problems together. So what I'd like to do is two different word problems today, and I want you to try to draw a picture of those and make a number sentence, either an addition number sentence, which means we're adding numbers together, or a subtraction number sentence, which means we're taking away. So we'll look at the terminology I use in these word problems to try to help us to determine, are we adding or are we subtracting? Here's your first word problem. Mr. Vanderwerf goes to the store to buy some fruit. He buys 5 apples, 6 bananas, and 7 oranges. Let me repeat that. He buys 5 apples, 6 bananas, and 7 oranges. How many pieces of fruit did Mr. Vanderwerf buy altogether? So I said the words altogether. Does that mean we are adding or subtracting? Think about those words. We've talked about them before. Altogether, or in all, or how many pieces of fruit does Mr. Vanderwerf have in total? When you hear total, in all, altogether, that means we're adding. I want you to think of it this way, boys and girls. I come home from the store and I throw all the fruit on the counter. How many pieces of fruit are on the counter now? All together, you count each piece of fruit. That's what we're going to do with a word problem now. So we're going to make an addition number sentence, and I want you to think of those 3 numbers. How many apples? Write that number here. Did you say 5 apples? You're right. How many bananas? Do you remember? 6 bananas, right? How many oranges? 7 oranges, good. Now we said we're going to make an addition number sentence because we're adding them all together. So we can put pluses, and we can actually add more than one number together at a time. We're adding 3 numbers together here. And the answer will be our mystery number. I'm making my mystery box at the end there. So the next step that I want you to take now, boys and girls, is I want you to draw a picture of 5 apples, 6 bananas, and 7 oranges. But remember, when we do math pictures, we don't use apples, bananas, and oranges. We use circles for one of them. We usually use X's because these are symbols that we can easily make. X's for another one. And for a third one, use the first letter of your name. So my name is Rob, so for whichever one I decide to do, I'm going to use the third one is going to have R's. So I want you to pause the video and draw 5 circles, maybe 6 X's, and 7, in my case, R's. So Orlo, you're going to have a problem because your name starts with O. If your name starts with O, take a different letter from your name because we already use circles, and circles and O's look too much alike. Go ahead and pause the video. When you get your picture drawn, then go ahead and start the video again. Okay, so everybody should now have a picture of 5 plus 6 plus 7. I'm going to draw the picture. I want you to compare your picture with my picture. I'm going to do 5 circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5 circles there. It's very simple to see, and they're in what we call a 5 group. Perfect. I'm going to draw 6 X's, but I'm going to combine my picture with the circles so that it'll be easier to figure out how many I have when I'm done. So I need to do 6 X's. Now I can make a group of 5 X's underneath my 5 circles, and that makes a 10 frame, right, boys and girls? A 10 frame is another thing that we call a group of 10. So I have 5 circles and 5 X's, but I'm supposed to have 6 X's, so I have to add 1 more. And it can't go in the 10 frame because there's already 10 objects in my 10 frame. So I have a group of 10 and 1 more. So there's my 5 circles, there's my 6 X's. Now I have 7 I have to draw, And I said I was going to use R's for my first name, Rob. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to start a new row because I've got a group of 5, and we never want to make our pictures with more than a group of 5 in any one row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but I have to have 7. So I'm going to go 5, 6, 7. So let's go and check our work now before we get the answer. 5 circles, 6 X's, 7 R's, and I can see them and I can count them if I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my picture is perfect. If you do the picture incorrectly, you won't get the answer right. So now that I've done this, I need to figure out what is my answer here. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'm going to count up. I know there's 10 here, so I'm going to scoop the 10. You ready? 10. Now I'm going to touch each one of those and keep counting. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it looks like I have 18 here. Before I write that answer, I want to check my work. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the ones. This is a group of ones, meaning they're not connected to a group of tens yet because there's not enough of them. So I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 of them. So I'm going to put that in the ones place. How many bundles or groups of 10 do you see here? You see one group, right? One group of 10. Put that in the tens place. So I have one bundle of 10, 8 ones. My answer is 18. I got the same answer doing it 2 different ways. This is how you use place value to help you to solve a problem. So the picture works, the figuring out bundles of 10 and ones works, the grabbing 10 and counting up works, whatever you feel most comfortable with, boys and girls. Okay, let's go to a new problem. So I'm going to go ahead and clear your boards. Here's the problem. Mr. Vanderwerf brings 12 Oreo cookies to school for his snack. He only eats 5 cookies when he has his snack. How many Oreo cookies are left? When you hear the word left, are we dealing with adding together or taking away? Think about it. I had 12 Oreo cookies, but I ate some. So do I have more cookies or less cookies? Well, if I ate them, I have less. So when you're dealing with less, you are taking away or subtracting. So we're going to create a subtraction sentence, and we want to find out how many cookies are left. So go ahead and draw that for me. Now, boys and girls, how many cookies did I start with? Did you say 12? You're right, I started with 12 cookies. How many cookies did I eat during my snack time? Did you say 5? You're right. Okay, boys and girls, I want you to draw a picture of 12 cookies. Make sure you use a 10 frame format. Then I want you to cross out. When you cross out, you're taking away. Cross out 5 cookies and write your answer here. Pause the video, go ahead and do the work, and then come back and we'll talk about it, okay? Welcome back. Hopefully you paused the video and went ahead and drew your picture. I'm going to start out by drawing my picture of 12. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my group of 10. 11, 12. Now, I want to take away how many? 10, 11, 12. How many do I want to take away? 5. I want to take away 5. I only have 2 here. Can I take the 5 away from the 2? No, I don't have enough there, right? But can I take 5 away from this group of 10? Sure I can, because I have 10 and I only need 5 to take away. So I'm going to go ahead and cross out 5. When you cross out, you put an X through them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now's the hard part. How many cookies do I have left? Well, the circles that are not crossed out represent the cookies I have left. So I want you to look at those now, and you can even just take your pencil or your marker and touch each one and count them, and then you're done, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are left? 7. Excellent. There's another method that you could use to solve a problem like this. You could scoop 12 and count backwards. You know how like when a rocket blasts off, they go 10, 9, 8. Well, yeah, they do that, right? Well, you can do that. That's called counting backwards. You can do that to find the answer to this without drawing a picture if you wanted to do that. So you start at 12 and count back 5 times. I'm going to scoop 12 with my head and count back with my hand, my fingers. Every time I say a number less than 12, starting with the number right next to it, I'm going to put one finger up until I have 5 fingers up. You ready? Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I counted back 5 times, 12 minus 5, and the last number I said was 7. That's called counting backwards. Another great strategy. Really depends on what you like. So, boys and girls, today you're going to be working on math in your day 2 of your animals and habitats. And it's a measurement piece. And it's where we're using, these are big cubes. These are not the size of centimeter cubes, but the centimeter cubes are those little cubes that we let you measure with in class. Remember, when you're measuring, would this be the right way to measure a marker? Take a look. Take a look. No, because when you measure a marker, you have to go from end point to end point for anything you measure. Would this be the correct way to measure the marker? Yes. And to know if you got it right, you would count the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if these were centimeter cubes, you would say the marker is 6 centimeter cubes long. That's what you'll be doing again today. This is just kind of a review. It's been a while. So the other thing is, when you're doing measurement, we talk about shorter than and longer than. So let's, real quick, look at the red and the green towers I made here. If you were going to talk about the red tower, now notice I made them line up at the bottom like that. If you were to tell me, let's talk about the red tower. The red tower, is it shorter than or longer than the green tower? You would say shorter than. The green tower, would you say it's longer than or shorter than the red tower? You would say the green tower is longer than the red tower. Excellent, boys and girls. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.